Hello everyone, I'm your friend Ken. Welcome to our Prof channel. Today, our main topic is about the road to the digital marketing transformation of Chinese housing company during outbreak of pandemic. Okay, here we go. How far does the pandemic affect the real estate developers? This is the question we want to consider. Think about it. So in order to study the impact of the pandemic real estate developers, we interviewed a total of 112 companies in China. They are including state-owned enterprise, foreign capital, and private enterprises, and so on. One, development and construction business models are most affected. Strict control of urban works resumed to work, slowing down the development and the construction progress. The spread of the pandemic has led to home quarantine, and the number of leased visitors and the retail traffic has dropped significantly. Housing companies improve security measures in office building operations, affecting normal planning and marketing segments, increasing management difficulties. Two, the estimated annual income of housing companies is reduced by 10 to 30%. The data mainly considers the impact of the pandemic on the first quarter. It is believed that from the second quarter, with the gradual transformation of digital marketing, revenue will slowly recover. Three, the field of commercial real estate development is greatly affected. The main reason is that the pandemic caused a significant drop in shopping mall traffic, which led to a sharp decline in its performance. At the same time, due to the government anti-pandemic requirements, the opening time of the retail industry has been greatly reduced. It is noteworthy that the supermarket business is basically not affected by the pandemic. In addition, some developers worry that the pandemic will also have a partial impact on the office sector. The reason is that the disease affects the resumption of work, so companies choose to work from home instead of office. The pandemic affects the land development and the investment expansion of housing enterprises. More than half of the developers believe the pandemic will mainly affect the land development and the investment expansion. And the reduction in business volume will also lead to a reduction of income. Some developers worry that the lack of the resumption of work will lead to a decline in efficiency. This is because employees need to be registered to check their health status before they can resume to work, which may lead to insufficient manpower. 5. Most developers choose to postpone their project advancement plan. For the important projects originally planned to be promoted this year, all developers currently choose not to cancel the important projects this year, and most developers choose to postpone the project promotion plan. Due to the transformation of digital marketing, developers have remained relatively optimistic about their business. 6. No manpower reduction plan confirmed. In terms of recruitment, some developers are still not sure whether there will be any reduction or layoffs this year. Developers are still in a wait-and-see attitude toward the market this year. I believe that with the further improvement of the epidemic and the transformation of digital marketing, this year's real estate market will continue to develop a relatively positive direction. 7. Take different measures and measures against the pandemic, including network marketing, online communication, online marketing, part-to-party, part-to-duty, part-to-home, and other flexible means to reduce the impact of the pandemic on enterprise. For new technologies and the application of online sales and VR viewing in future, most companies have begun to consider and apply means including TikTok platform, online video sales, and other means. While using online and offline integration methods to reduce the impact of offline sales and leasing. But it is noteworthy that in the future, it is difficult to place an order just by watching online for real estate products with large output value in future. These offline communications and service work are also required. So, company of real estate performance control before and after the pandemic. First, take a look at the top 200 of Chinese real estate company of 2009. In 2009, under the central government's clear goal of stabilizing land prices, housing prices, and the expectations, marketing regulation has become normal. Credit levels have gradually tightened and the real estate market has developed steadily and healthily. By the end of December, the cumulative equity sales of top 100 housing companies increased by 6.5% year on year, less than 40.5% in 2007 and 35.1% in 2008. The overall growth rate in the industry has slowed significantly compared with the previous 2 years. The scale of the top 100 housing company has stalled. Also, we take a look at the top 200 Chinese real estate companies' sales performance in the first quarter of 2020. In March 2020, the top 100 housing company monthly performance in March decreased by 17% compared with the same period last year. And the month-on-month decline narrowed by nearly 21 percentage points from February. Since late February, as the pandemic at most provinces and cities in China has been effectively controlled, the real estate industry has resumed to work, and the offline sales office have resumed to open. The sales performance of housing company rebounded significantly. The month performance of top 10 housing companies basically reached our average level of last year. In March, there were 11 companies with more than 20 billion yuan in a single month. Okay. From a market perspective, the real estate market recovered slowly in March, and the supply and the demand rebounded significantly. The month-on-month decline has narrowed from about 70% last month to about 30%. Although the current market conditions continue to be affected by the pandemic, from the perspective of supply arrangements and the target the rate rates for large-scale housing companies in 2020, housing companies remain cautiously optimistic about the overall market expectations. The target performance growth rate of large-scale housing companies in 2020 is basically about 10%. The growth rate within a reasonable range. The target value of target rate is about 60%, basically the same as the 2019. Faced with uncertainty of the current market, housing companies want to live better, but they must take the word stable, and the quality improvement and the speed control has become the industry consensus. Okay, we also take a look at the 11 real estate companies with sales of more than 20 billion yuan per month. In March, some large-scale housing companies performed outstandingly. The monthly performance of top 10 housing companies basically reached the average level of last year. In March, there were 11 companies with more than 20 billion yuan in a single month. Country Garden achieved a full caliber scale of 66 billion yuan in March, which was basically the same as the same period last year. Under the pandemic situation, Country Garden of Biguiyuan online sales performance contribution has also been further improved until March, when online sales can bring full caliber sales of more than 600 million yuan per day. Okay, increased industry concentration. The echelon of the top 100 housing companies continues to differentiate. In the first quarter of 2020, the concentration of the echelon of the top 100 housing company has further increased compared with the same period last year. By the end of the first quarter, the equity concentration of top 10, top 30, top 50, and the top 100 housing companies reached nearly 13% and 30%, 45% and 53% and 62% respectively. From the perspective of echelon, under the influence of the slowing industry growth, intensified competition of large-scale housing companies and the superimposed pandemic, each echelon of housing companies continue to maintain a differentiated pattern. Among them, the concentration of top 3 housing companies increased by nearly 4.5 percentage points to 16.4%, the largest increase. Okay, the digital marketing transformation case. The secret of Evergrande's counter-marketing in the moment of the truth. Let's take a look at the Evergrande's marketing battle. More than 145.4 billion in sales performance, Evergrande's marketing battle is ongoing. On February 16, Evergrande announced the full implementation of online sales, forming the first shot of counter-marketing. But in fact, before this action, Evergrande has started sales through Hengfangtong platform. From February 13th to 15th, online house subscription reached totally 47,000, more than 47,000 units. On the first day of the 13th, online subscription reached 23,000 units. On the 14th, the next day, subscription reached 16,000 seats. On the 15th, tend to subscribe for 7,714 seats. With the improvement of promotion stimulated by the news of the full 2,500 discount, a total of 99,000 units were subscribed online in February, with a total of nearly 100,000 units. The total value of house after the discounts was more than 102 billion. So transform Hengfangtong from an online house selling platform into the money-making game platform in which all people participated. Advantage of Hengfangtong: 1. Low registration threshold. 2. The operation is very simple. 3. Borrowing speed is very fast. 4. 98% discount. 2. Online multi-channel diversion, inbound marketing. Everyone could be the universal broker. So become the universal broker. During the outbreak of pandemic, Evergrande Group acted first and through its own Hengfangtong's platform the advantage, which has been operating for many years, brought China to the era of universal broker marketing in the real estate. Now it has become the real estate sales platform with the most part-time sales staff and the largest transaction volume. Online sales for 3 days are looked at 58 billion, and the part-time sales staff on the Hengfangtong platform exceeds 10 million. Other real estate projects can formulate different commission policies according to their own projects and introduce preferential purchase and protection measures. So through this platform, Hengfangtong, you can earn points by registering, signing in, social sharing, inviting friends to register, and recommending customers, and so on. After earning the points, you can redeem gifts at the points mall of the platform. The gifts are mailed to customers by express and operated online throughout the process. Let the customer fully use their social skills to attract online sales office, like Shanghai new housing company Shangkun Group, which launched the Shangkun Haofang National Brokers program for all the properties on sale, and the registrator is a universal broker in the Shangkun Haofang mini platform. Each time you recommend a new customer to register, you will receive 5 points, equivalent to 5 yuan in cash. And there is no upper limit for all recommended points in all regional real estate of Shangkun Group. If you register in Shangkun Haofang and the recommended customer to subscribe house successfully, you will get 1 point commission. 2. Online multi-channel diversion, inbound marketing. Integrate external platform to inbound marketing. The house consultants mainly use WeChat to divert traffic before, such as using online sales office as social sharing, contact library, sharing it with the circle of the friends, WeChat group, or directly peer-to-peer sharing with customer. So as to realize the phishing spread of the social cycle. During the outbreak of pandemic, the projects can be promoted on multiple online platforms such as live broadcast, short video, Weibo, Zhihu, Baidu search keywords, and other platforms. TV terminal, boot advertisement, TV program advertisement, PC terminal, advertisement placement of browser interface, video advertisement, and so on. 2. Online multi-channel diversion, inbound marketing. Integrate external platforms into inbound marketing, live broadcast. In online promotion, many developers will use the form of live video platform to expand publicity and increase the interaction between customer and the projects. 3. Online sales office traffic aggregation. Interns covered by online sales office. Online subscription. 24 hours online customer service to answer detailed questions. A purchase with small amount of value and the deposit payment and so on. Project display. Project displayed by text and picture. 5G. Live video and so on. VR viewing. Through VR, comprehensive display of project information such as the project types make it more direct. Mandatory phone number saving. Viewing of the related context requires authorization to log in, and once the customer authorizes, the customer's phone number can be retained. Accelerate transactions, such as the mortgage calculation, qualification review, and so on, which is conducive to attracting users with good interactivity. Online promotions, such as logging into system to reach coupon, playing games to drive prices, and so on, and to attract user traffic. So finally, how to turn network flow into the deals. Big data find out customer needs. By recording and analyzing the customer online platform behavior like checking, commenting, liking, sharing, and so on, to achieve the prediction of customer intention. For example, if a customer views a certain apartment type many times, the data records will feed back the customer interested in apartment type, and the property consultant can actively contact the customer to recommend this apartment type. In addition, multi-dimensional big data can also be used to conduct interviewing analysis to insight into the customer intentions. Introduce refund service without reason, free from worries. As a commodity, the total price of the house is high, and the customer must be very cautious in buying it. They are worried what they see is not true. They have not seen the project on site. What if the house has flaws or shortcomings that they cannot accept? Therefore, if you want to make a deal online, it is best to use the refund service without reasons to eliminate customers' worries. Create sense of scarcity and promote to deals. At the sales office site, transaction will be promoted by creating a hot selling atmosphere and housing resource control. But online customers are difficult to influence each other. At the same time, promotional offers can be used to force transaction. Coupons and the special offers are good promotion methods which with time and quantity restriction. Customers will cherish to chance even to grab these offers and play a decisive effect on deals. Compared with offline, there is an advantage online that secure activities can be achieved, especially some special rules with one price, limited time and amount. Sense of urgency and scarcity can promote final deals. Case 2. Over 10,000 online offers. Country Garden sets a new benchmark for live sales. Innovative way set a new benchmark for live sales. Country Garden launched the 2020 I Love My House Purchase Festival on May 5th. The highlights was 8 p.m. on May 5th. Wang Han and his partner Da Zhangwei were invited to live broadcast in the house purchase actively on Country Garden's official Douyin account. Firstly, invite top beginners, choose top platform and plan high starting point. Secondly, innovate from and create a new benchmark for live broadcast sales. Thirdly, make a large scale of broadcast purchase with discounts for purchase to reduce the price with sincerity. Innovative marketing lead the new era of online sales. Innovation is the core power of enterprise growth. More than 20 years after its establishment, Country Garden has won many prizes in real estate industry for its flexible and innovative marketing methods. In 2020, under the impact of pandemic, people's consumption habits and the industry marketing models have undergone profound changes. Okay. Case 3. Subscribe 6 seats per second. Wanke played beautifully in this online battle in Guangzhou. Sales of 312 seats after opening, 19.2 cents in 15 seconds, an average of 6 seats in 1 second. Online marketing should be more confident and strategic more than courage. Wanke City launched an online 9 yuan house purchase voucher deduction from 20,000 yuan housing payment campaign. The discount is valid for up to 3 years. At the same time, combined with VR viewing, online live broadcast, online sales department, and other methods, it has increased the intensity of online marketing, provide multiple channels for buyers who need to know the project, giving buyers confidence, and also for Wanke City's opening hot sale laid the foundation. Revealing hot selling reasons, Wanke City holds many green cards. The uniqueness of Wanke City is that it is the only product series named after Wanke, which means to pay tribute to a city with another city. And Guangzhou Zhengcheng Wanke is also the 51st Wanke city in the country. Okay guys, stated above is all about our road to the digital marketing transformation Chinese housing companies during outbreak of pandemic. So also our company has already launched our own application. One is online housing selection system. The other two is mobile showroom. If you guys are interested in these two applications, you can contact us and leave your message here below the link of our website. Thank you for watching.